Forgiveness isn't about them. It's about you. It's not about excusing their actions or pretending the hurt didn't happen. Forgiveness is about reclaiming your power. When you hold on to anger, resentment, or bitterness, you allow someone else's actions to live rent-free in your mind. Their mistake continues to drain your energy and cloud your focus. By forgiving, you're not letting them off the hook. You're letting yourself off the hook from carrying the burden. Forgiveness is an act of self-respect, a way to say, I choose peace over pain. It's about recognizing that you deserve better than to be weighed down by someone else's mistakes. I'm forgiving you, not for your benefit, but for mine. It's not a gift I'm giving to you. It's a release I'm giving to myself. By letting go, I'm freeing myself from the endless cycle of replaying what happened, of questioning why things unfolded the way they did. Forgiveness doesn't mean I'll forget, and it doesn't mean I'll allow you back into my life. In fact, it's the opposite. Forgiveness gives me the clarity to set boundaries, to decide how much access you'll have to me moving forward, if any at all. It's not about restoring the past. It's about creating a future where I'm no longer tethered to the hurt. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. We often give people the benefit of the doubt, hoping they'll change or see things from our perspective. But the truth is, actions speak louder than words. Forgiveness doesn't mean giving them endless chances to hurt you again. It means acknowledging their behavior for what it is and adjusting your expectations accordingly. Forgiveness is learning the lesson without holding on to the anger. It's understanding that while you can't change them, you can change how you interact with them, or whether you interact with them at all. The hardest part of forgiveness is letting go of the expectations we place on others. Often, the pain we feel isn't just from what they did. It's from the gap between who they are and who we wanted them to be. We project our own values, our own sense of loyalty, and our own moral compass onto other people. And when they don't measure up, we feel betrayed. But here's the truth. You can't look for yourself in other people. They won't always think like you, act like you, or value the same things you do. Forgiveness starts when you stop expecting them to be something they're not. I forgive you, but I now know where we stand. Your actions have shown me your limits, and I respect them. Not because I agree with them, but because I understand that people are who they are. Forgiveness doesn't mean I'll forget what happened. It means I'll remember it clearly enough to set boundaries. It's about knowing how far I can go with you without putting myself at risk again. Forgiveness allows me to move forward without bitterness, but it doesn't mean I'll let my guard down. It's a balance between letting go of the past and protecting myself in the future. Here's the truth about forgiveness. It's not about the other person at all. It's not about waiting for an apology or seeking closure. You don't need an admission of guilt or a moment of reconciliation to forgive. Forgiveness is a one-sided act of self-healing. It's something you do for yourself, regardless of whether the other person even knows you've forgiven them. By forgiving, you take control of the narrative. You stop waiting for something outside of yourself to make things right. Forgiveness empowers you to move on, no matter what. Forgiveness is strength, not weakness. Many people confuse the two. They think that forgiving means you're letting someone off easy, that you're condoning their behavior. But real forgiveness takes courage. It takes strength to let go of the anger, to stop clinging to the pain, and to choose peace over pride. Forgiveness isn't about excusing what they did. It's about refusing to let it define you. It's about rising above the hurt and deciding that your peace is worth more than holding on to the grudge. We often think that holding on to anger punishes the other person. But the truth is, it only punishes us. Resentment is like drinking poison and expecting someone else to feel the effects. It eats away at your mind, your energy, and your spirit. Forgiveness is the antidote. It doesn't erase what happened, but it removes its power over you. It stops the pain from spreading further. By forgiving, you're not letting them win. You're refusing to let them have any more control over your life. Forgiveness doesn't mean erasing the lesson. If someone has betrayed you, hurt you, or let you down, forgiveness doesn't require you to pretend it never happened. It doesn't mean reopening the door or allowing them to hurt you again. Forgiveness is about learning from the experience. It's about saying, I see you for who you are, and I've adjusted my expectations accordingly. Forgiveness allows you to protect yourself without being consumed by bitterness. It's a boundary, not a surrender. Boundaries are the key to forgiveness. Forgiving someone doesn't mean giving them unlimited access to your life. It means recognizing their limitations and deciding how much energy you're willing to invest in them moving forward. Forgiveness is about protecting your peace, not about rebuilding a relationship that doesn't serve you. It's about understanding that you can let go of the anger without letting go of your standards. Forgiveness is also about time. It's not something that happens instantly, and that's okay. Sometimes the hurt runs so deep that forgiveness feels impossible in the moment. But forgiveness is a process, not a single decision. It's something you work toward step by step as you heal. And when you're ready, forgiveness becomes the ultimate act of self-care. When you forgive, you take back control. You stop letting someone else's actions dictate your emotions. You reclaim your power and focus on what matters most, your growth, your peace, and your future. Forgiveness isn't about them. It's about you. It's about choosing to move forward, free from the weight of the past. You can forgive without forgetting. You can forgive without reconciling. Forgiveness doesn't require a conversation, an apology, or even closure. It's a decision you make for yourself. It's a way to say, I deserve peace, and I'm not letting this hold me back anymore. Forgiveness is freedom, plain and simple.